Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cara Lee. If you're new here, I hope you will love this video and like and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back and clicking on this video. Today is all about football. It's football season, it's fall. This is our favorite time of year. We love the Packers. This is our Green Bay Packer room. If you don't know yet, you know now. I am a Green Bay Packer fan. I met my husband, who is from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, so inevitably I was going to become a fan. So for 22 years we've been married, and I've loved the Packers ever since. Some years they do great, some years they don't, but that's like any team, right? So of course we love the Green Bay Packers, but other people in my family, my brother is a Dallas Cowboy fan. My sister loves Pittsburgh Steelers. My other sister is more of a college football fan. She loves Oklahoma Sooners. Our daughter graduated from Oklahoma State University, so she's an OSU fan. But whatever team you love, it's all going to be surrounded by food. When you invite your family and friends over, what's better than football food? So that's what we're going to get into today. I hope you join us. Let's get into the kitchen. All right, let's talk about football food. You know, I'm not going to have these out today, but nuts are a great thing to set out. It's a filler. If you have a lot of people over, pick your favorite. I love macadamia nuts. My husband loves macadamia nuts. So that's definitely one thing that you can sit out that you don't have to cook. Make it easy, right? Get out all of your football paraphernalia that you love. We love having these for popcorn. I like Boom Chicka Pop. It's 35 calories per cup. So we always have that out when it's football season. Get all your koozies out. We've got all of our koozies just so that you have them for your guests. And it makes it cute if you put them in a cute little football. These, I don't even remember where I found these. We've had them for so many years, but you can even get them on Amazon. Crock pots. If you have a football crock pot, my brother actually gave us this one, and today we're going to put some little smokies with barbecue sauce, and we're going to use a sugar-free barbecue sauce. So that's something also easy. Everyone loves little smokies, or you can even get kielbasa, cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and put that in your crock pot. These crock pots are smaller, so you don't want to you could still do queso or something like that, but you couldn't do a whole big batch. But little smokies fit perfectly in there. And then that makes a nice, easy recipe, just 2 ingredients, right? We're gonna make deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are surprisingly coming back. You know, my mom used to make those all the time growing up when she had dinner parties. And you can put your deviled eggs in your container. If you don't have a deviled egg container, of course, you can just get a round plate. And then in the middle, you can put a bowl and put black olives or green olives. Today, we're actually going to make an Antipasti salad, which my family loves, and I'll show you how to make that later. But the actual deviled eggs, we're gonna mix it with our lower calorie mayonnaise, our light mayo, with mustard and salt. But we're gonna, actually, I'm not gonna put salt because there's salt in this. We're gonna top it with the Everything Bagel seasoning. So that's gonna be a nice treat. Everyone is really loving deviled eggs lately, so put it back out. People love it. It's a nice finger food. And then one thing I forgot to tell you with the popcorn, if you like a little spice, it's not too spicy. I got this at Aldi. About to say Alta. I got this at Aldi. It's the Nashville hot chicken seasoning. Sprinkle that over your popcorn. It's so good. If you don't like spice, of course, just use salt. But I think they also have this at Sam's in a different brand. But that's just a nice tip there. It's really good on popcorn. Another thing that we're going to make today, which I actually have never made in the air fryer, is going to be the jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon. So I'm excited about that, and we're going to use a different cream cheese today. You can just use the regular block of cream cheese, but let me get this out real quick. This is gonna make it a lot easier. First of all, I'm gonna use the whipped, and one is the garlic and herb, and the other one is chive. Now you can just use the regular block of cream cheese and add your own chives or add your own garlic. But this is just gonna make it easier, and since it's whipped, it'll be easier to put in your jalapenos. And then we're gonna add some shredded cheddar and then wrap them in bacon and put them in the air fryer. So that's really the one I'm real excited about because I've had the other things that we're having. And also, I'm not gonna make these today. I have made these on my channel before, but wings. Who doesn't like wings on a football Sunday? So I usually use the air fryer and lemon pepper seasoning and extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. So easy, just put them in the air fryer for 20 minutes, flip them around halfway through at, I don't remember if I do 375 to 400. Pinterest has a lot of air fryer recipes with wings, but I always do the lemon pepper. I don't really like sauces on my wings. I just like the dry rub, and the lemon pepper's perfect. That's just another idea for football Sunday. But let's get started cooking. We're gonna start off with our football crock. Isn't this cute? It's just a little mini crock. You can use, of course, a regular size. We've got the Hillshire Farm little smokies. We're just gonna throw those in there. The whole package will fit, but if you have more people coming over, obviously, and you need to have more, then you would need to use a full-size crock pot. And then whatever sugar-free barbecue sauce you like, I'm using Rib Rack sugar-free. This is the sweet and spicy. So then we're gonna just pour that over. And then I've got it set on high. And we'll let that be warming through while we get the other ingredients, or the other football food that we're gonna make today. Let me get a spoon. And you know, occasionally you'll want to stir it just to make sure everything's coated. So we're gonna set this off to the side and let that continue to cook. The next one we're gonna do are the deviled eggs. And we've got the everything bagel seasoning. We've got the Hellmann's light mayonnaise. I'm just gonna use regular mustard. And I'm taking another shortcut today and getting the hard-boiled eggs that are already prepared in the store. When you're making more than one recipe and you have a bunch of people coming over, make it easier on yourself. You can also hard-boil your own eggs in the air fryer, which is really easy to do. I have that on my channel in a different video. But let's get started. You know how easy that is. You're just gonna cut them open, take the yolks out, mix however creamy you like it, you know. I like more mayonnaise versus mustard. And then we'll scoop them into the eggs, sprinkle with the everything bagel seasoning, and then that's it for that one. I'll get started. Okay, as you can see, I did slice the eggs. I took the yolks out and I just used a fork and mashed them down as best you can. You can also use your food processor and make them extra creamy that way. But since I do have a lot of prep I'm doing today, I'm trying to make it easier and quicker on myself and less cleanup. So I'm just gonna do it this way. And like I said, I add less mustard than mayonnaise. So let's just start off with like a teaspoon, and I'll probably add more. And then this is the Hellmann's Light. And this is about probably 1/4 of a cup. But you're just gonna keep stirring until you get the consistency that you like. So of course, that's not enough, so I'm gonna add a little bit more mustard and a little bit more mayonnaise. That looks better. And normally I would put salt and pepper and sometimes paprika, but this time we're just gonna use the Everything Bagel seasoning. It's 5 calories for 1/4 of a teaspoon. It's got sesame seeds, dried onion, dried garlic, salt, and poppy seeds. It's just so delicious. And if there are people that are coming that don't like Everything Bagel, then do half and half, you know, mix it up. But I'm just gonna get to filling these and I'll be right back, right? So I used a knife and just filled it that way, but you can always put them in a Ziploc bag and, you know, clip the corner and squeeze them into the eggs to make them prettier. But we're just doing it the old-fashioned way today. And now I've got the Everything Bagel seasoning. And we're just gonna sprinkle it on top. A little bit of poppy seed on each one. And then, of course, I'm gonna have to take out all the seeds that fell in. But how easy was that? Didn't take us long at all. So let's go to the next recipe. We're going to do the Antipasti salad. Let's get started on the Antipasti salad. It's 6 ingredients only. We've got the olive oil and we've got the red wine vinegar. You can also use the apple cider vinegar if you'd like, or if you want to not even use these at all and just get a jar of your favorite Italian dressing, that would work also. We're gonna use bell peppers. I'm gonna use the 3 colors today. Normally I use a green and a red, but I thought it would be fun for the football party. I'm gonna use Monterey Jack cheese today, cut it up in cubes. Normally I buy the Provolone, but this is what I found today. So whatever cheese, you want it to be, you don't want a soft cheese. You want it to cut it up into cubes. So you need either Monterey Jack or Provolone, pepper jack, something like that. And then the hard salami, we're gonna cut that up in cubes, and then sliced black olives. So you can also do this on skewers. That would be fun for a football party. Just cut the peppers up in a bigger chunk instead of small, like I'm gonna do a small dice, but that would be fun to put it on skewers, Antipasti skewer. But let's get started chopping it up. All right, I've got everything chopped up into little cubes, and now I'm going to measure out the olive oil. We're gonna do 1 cup of olive oil and 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar. Didn't know this came out that slow. I'll be right back. All right, I've got that measured out to 1 cup. Now we're gonna do 1/2 cup of the red wine vinegar. Almost. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna whisk that together. I opened up my can of olives. You can also use a larger can of the olives sliced and drain it. And then get your bowl. We're gonna put everything in here. Yeah, I did them in like cubes about that size. Mix everything in together. This is such a low calorie, low carb dish, and it makes it nice for an appetizer, especially for a football game. Then put your olives in. Whisk this up a little bit more. And again, you can just use a jar of Italian dressing. They have light Italian dressing. Pour it over. We're just going to stir it up and refrigerate it. Because it's much better served cold. And again, it would be fun if you put it on skewers. I've never tried that, but that would be a lot of fun. Just trying to break this. My hands are clean. Just trying to break up that cheese. I'm going to stir it a little more and then refrigerate it, but doesn't that look good? Everyone will love this. So we'll put this in the refrigerator and we'll get started on our jalapeno poppers. So for the jalapeno poppers, we're going to need bacon, and you want the thin. You don't want to get the thick. I'm using the triple cheddar cheese. We've got the whipped chive and the whipped garlic and herb, and then you've got your jalapenos. So I'm just going to cut these open. We'll cut them in half, de-seed them, and then I'll show you the finished product, and then we'll put them in the air fryer. So I've got the jalapeno slices and they've been de-seeded. So I'm just going to take the cream cheese, which in this case it's the whipped and it's the garlic and herb. Then we're going to put some cheddar on top. Some people will pre-mix the cream cheese and the cheddar, but it's just as easy to do like this. Then you want your bacon. Now these are pretty large, and so I need the whole slice of bacon, but if you have smaller jalapenos, you probably want to cut your bacon in half. And then just wrap around. And I'll just continue doing this. I'm gonna use some in the other cream cheese mixture, which is the chive. And then we'll show you how long to put it in the air fryer and what temperature. So simple. Of course, you can do this in the oven too if you don't have an air fryer. You would just have to see what temperature that would be. But I'll be right back as soon as they're all finished. So I've got the air fryer. I can fit 6 in my air fryer. I did spray it down with olive oil spray, and then we're just gonna do it in 2 batches. We're gonna set the temp for 370, 8 to 10 minutes. So I will check them. After it gets 6 or 7 minutes, we'll check it. While the air fryer's going, hopefully that's not too loud, I'm gonna put the jalapeno poppers in this center area, and then I've got these 2 spaces available. So this is something that we have at all of our Packer games, is the old Wisconsin turkey sausage sticks. But I'm gonna cut them in half so they'll fit here easily. But any kind of beef stick would work, but my husband's from Wisconsin, so this is the one that we always pick. His dad used to send us care packages every Christmas, and this was always in it, so it's just near and dear to us. So I'll get started on that while these are cooking. Everything looks amazing. Everything turned out great. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found some of these recipes helpful. And next time you have your Super Bowl party, whether it's Sunday or Monday Night Football or the Super Bowl, I hope you use some of these recipes. Let's give them a try. These are the little smokies in the barbecue sauce. We've got our beef sticks. Got our deviled egg with the everything bagel seasoning. And if you're not worried about the carbs, you can set some crackers out for your guests, and they can eat this antipasti salad with crackers. And then a jalapeno popper. And of course, at the party, I would make the popcorn and have the nuts. You know, you just want to have a lot of little appetizers for everyone to eat. Let's try the egg. I've made deviled eggs so many times over the years. I've even fried bacon and put a little piece of bacon. That's always good. You can just put chives on top, or again, like the traditional with paprika. But this is really good. Let's try the barbecue sauce with the little smokies. That's always a big hit. Then we have the antipasti, and the longer it sits in the refrigerator, the better. All those flavors meld together. I'm in heaven right now. I love appetizers. I think that's why everyone loves getting together for football games, because you can try out your new appetizer recipes. Okay, jalapeno popper. Oh, I ended up on the second batch putting it at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. It was a lot better than the 375 or 370. Those are so good. And when you take those seeds out and the ribs, you can eat it, you know, if you just like a little bit of heat. I would never be able to handle it if I kept the ribs in. And of course, our old Wisconsin sticks always brings up memories. Well, this was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you. I hope your team wins this week, unless, of course, they're playing the Packers. I love you to the beach and back. Go Pack, go!